It was my last bit of money that I had that I invested into this. The business that I ran before last year was struggling. Everything skyrocketed all at once, and then within 3 weeks, I was on my first offer. My first paycheck was $236.
What's been your highest month?
My highest month was $16,000. Like, I haven't had to worry about money in months.
Hey, what's going on, Gavin? Welcome to the student interview, man. I'm happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Look forward to hearing about your story and all that.
I thought there was, the reason I texted you that is I thought there was a,
Other people,
another student, like a kid, another guy coming in. But yeah, man, it's been good here recently. I can't lie. I have literally no complaints here recently with everything, how everything's went. So
when did you join?
I don't remember if it was December or January. I think it might have been January, like end of January, beginning of February, something like that.
Why did you join?
Well, for one, I'm obviously at first I was always, I'm good at talking to people. I was always good at talking to people. And then you popped up on Instagram and I was like, well, let's see what it's about. And then you explained everything to me. And obviously proof's in the pudding with everything you explained to me. I just wanted to give it a shot and see what it was about. You took at the time, it was my last bit of money that I had that I invested into this, like that I had able to spend. And just because it was a pretty bad last year, and it's literally changed my life, to be completely honest with you.
How so?
Obviously, the business that I ran before last year was struggling at the time. That's why I was looking into even getting into sales, with the reason I got on the call with you in the first place. And from that point, it literally just, everything skyrocketed all at once. The business took off again. And then sales started, like, I got on a decent offer doing what I'm doing now. And it's literally tenfold what I was making before. So like, business is good. And then this is honestly making me more money than my business was making me, even on like a really good month. I would say it's almost 3 months since I got onto the offer I'm on currently. I've already surpassed over, I think I'm at like $25,000 that I've made in commission in 2.5, 3 months now, which isn't even half of that was working part-time. Now that I'm working full-time on the offer, it's completely different and I'm making a lot more money. So it's honestly changed my life. Like, I haven't had to worry about money in months.
Yeah. What's been your highest month?
My highest month was, there was some deductions on it, so it's not exactly what I took home, but my highest month was 16,000.
Wow.
Canadian. So it was like right at 12 grand or so. And you got to think it's a low ticket offer too. This isn't like a 2 call a day thing. Like, this is, I'm working my ass off, to be honest with you, but it still does the job very good. And I like it because it's getting me a lot of reps. I'm talking to a lot of people, closing a lot of deals, and obviously the money's there as well.
Coming in, do you think you would go like this?
To be honest with you, bro, like, whenever I joined in, I was like, okay, this is just, a course. I didn't know anything about it at the time. And then literally within, like, I think it was 3 weeks of, joining your calls every day and stuff like that, I landed the first offer after starting to apply and everything, obviously doing mock calls with some of the other students in the program and just really training myself on it. And then within 3 weeks, I was on my first offer. That offer didn't necessarily work out, but still 3-week placement time on an offer is pretty crazy, especially when I was only doing this part-time.
Yeah, you put the work in, though, and it's the case for everyone that I have these interviews with. All you guys, you just put the work in, bro. Like, you didn't make excuses. Like, if there's hardship, like, you just kept pushing forward, and like, everything that you have, you earned, right? Like, you deserve it, like, the program's great, like, obviously, but like, there's a reason why you have what you have. You're a solid dude. You care about the work that you put in. You care about results. You just have ownership, bro. Like, I'm happy to have you here. I'm very thankful for it. Like, obviously you're a solid dude. You're a good vibe too. Like, you're someone that I would, go on the boat with. Definitely want to link up with guys like you in person one day and have that. When we got on our call, you gave me an objection. I believe, I think it was something,
to be honest with you.
Yeah. And they were, rightfully so, right? Like, whenever I get objections, I don't really I'm not like, oh, guy's stupid. Like, I'm like, no, it makes sense. It makes sense for sure. I'm looking back, like, if I never handled your objections, I know damn well you weren't going to come back. Like, I knew like you were going to go off and do something else and probably still be fine, but you never know, right?
Yeah, no, I'm glad that you know what you're doing as far as sales go, obviously, because I was not willing to drop any money on that call. Like, I'll tell you straight up now, like, I was not going to purchase anything. I went into it with the mindset of that, and I came out with, getting into the program and everything. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in now if I didn't do that. I'm very thankful that you know what the hell you're doing, because I'm in a really good spot because of it now. So
yeah, and that's the power that you have as a closer too, right? Like, you're basically a bridge, bro. Yeah. A lot of times when prospects come on and they give you an objection, direction. And if you feel like it's meant, like if you feel like you need to help that person, it's your job to fucking let the bridge down, and which is working with them on their bottlenecks. At the end of the day, that's how I look at it. If I didn't believe in you, if I didn't think you could do it, I would have just let you out call, right? But I don't know if you ever feel that way. When I started handling objections, though, I don't even think about it. It's more like I believe in this person, I want to help them.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And just knowing that. But other than that, I mean, like, because you came in, January, when the program it wasn't new, but it was fairly new. Like, it's been around since November now. What do you feel like were the biggest things that helped you?
To be honest with you, especially have everything, we obviously had guys in your program that were helping with, calls and doing mock calls with other students and stuff like that. That was a big thing that helped. I loved it, the community of people. Like, you could literally text the group chat and say, hey man, does anybody want to do this at this time? And you had somebody doing it with you at that time, if not multiple people. Everybody in the program obviously wants to learn and do something in this business. And I think that's what like kind of pushed me, because I'm very competitive for one. So whenever I saw everybody else, like they're getting all these reps in and everything, it made me want to obviously do the same thing so I could get to that point. And obviously when I get on an offer, an interview, I know what I'm doing to a better extent, or a mock call on an interview or something, because I've noticed that's a big thing. You get a mock call on an interview with somebody and you choke.
How old are you again?
23.
23, yeah. I mean, when I hear 23, I'm not that much older than you, but I feel like a fucking uncle. So I feel like uncle, bro. I'm almost 26. Like, when I hear someone say they're 23, I'm like, damn, bro, you have so much time to grow and make a lot more money. And as far as the space goes, like, what's your vision with it? Like, what do you want in the future?
To be honest with you, just now that like I've been in the industry for a little bit and, followed more people, and it's kind of on my feed more often, just, sales in general, I've noticed that there's like two different ways of going about it. You can be the guy that's stuck at 10K a month, which is not bad money, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, 10K a month is, for most people, that's plenty of money. For me, I'm not very happy with that. About double to almost triple that each month is what my goal is. But I think there's really different sides to it. It's how you look at it. It's all perspective. I think you can stay there and just be content with where you're at in this space, or you can grow to, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month with the right offer. Obviously, if you're taking care of all of this, like all your cash collected, you keep, like, you have a good call, you record that call, you keep that on your resume. The goal for me personally is to get to roughly between $35,000 and $40,000 a month, with maybe working 3 or 4 hours a day. That's what I see in like a year from now. That's my goal for a year down the road, when I have some experience to be able to land an offer that high ticket that gets me to that point.
And it could come sooner than you believe, bro. I mean, honestly, if that's something that you actually want, like if you know that for a fact, it's not more so like a nice to have in the future. Like if that was a thing, it'd be cool. If that's a thing that's like formulated in your brain, like straight up, like, now that's the goal. This was where you're at now was one decision away. It was 1 hour long call away from putting you on a different trajectory. And that's the same thing with me, bro. I mean, the reason why I was that guy comfortable at $10,000, $12,000 a month for a year and a half is because me saying I want to make 20 to 30K was never, that's my goal. That's my intent. It was always like that
would be nice.
Yeah. Like, I want that. I would like to have that, even though I would write it down on my fucking piece of paper every day and have it on my screensaver. I mean, fuck, dude, I had a 30K a month on my screensaver for so long, bro. Like literally for a year and a half of closing, and I never got there because I felt like I was acting like I wanted it. But at one point, I made the decision where, like, no, this is what I'm doing. It's like the mission, And then you just start making decisions. Like, at the end of the day, bro, you could get on offers where you'll make that much money right now. Like the last offer that I was on full time, where guys make over $100,000 a month over there. I mean, 50K a month over there that's kind of standard. I mean, like over there, like, but the thing is they didn't hire people like with a lot of experience. Like, I was the most experienced rep on the team. Going into that offer, I had like over $3 million cash collected at that point. I was the most experienced guy on there, but the other people on there it was like their first offers. Like they were just like, they just hired
that much money.
That's the thing, bro. Like skill, like that's why I have a problem. I don't know. I wouldn't say a problem. I have a very, like, it doesn't sit well with me how people hire in this industry. Like, oh, I'm only going to hire people if you have $1 million cash collected. I think that's super.
Yeah. I think that's one thing I've also noticed is it's kind of hard to find. Like there's a recruiting office I'm talking to right now with getting into looking at a couple other options just to see, keep my eyes open for stuff. And the hiring process can be pretty tricky sometimes, but you need a lot of experience for some of these offers. But I'm also not going to hop on one that's making less money than I'm making now, or I'll just stay.
That's also like, that's a conversation for another day, I guess. But yeah, I don't believe in that stuff. Everyone I hire for who they are. Same way on our very first call, I'm pretty sure I would almost bet that I told you I believed in you. I told you you'd do really well because I actually believe in that. And that's how I hire people. I don't give a shit about like if you're making 20K a month or whatever. I'm going to hire someone that I know as a person, they're like a winner. You could still apply to offers even if there's always a way to get there, right? It's kind of like breaking people's beliefs. Like a hiring manager having a perspective that they need to hire someone that has $1 million a month. That's just a belief that's came from probably someone that told them that they need to do that. Or maybe they went through the experience, a sales rep having to do that. And that's why they think that. Their belief system just needs to be realigned. But
I'm really amazed that more people don't know about this, to be honest with you. Because like every time, like for example, since I've been in this, like obviously everybody, all my friends knew what I did for work. I was working 10, 12 hours every single day outside doing what I was doing. And then I get into this like, hey man, what are you doing for work now? I'm like, oh, I'm in high ticket sales. What is that? Like, no, but like people don't know about the industry. But then once you're in here and you can see how big it actually is and how many different opportunities there are, it makes complete sense to stay in it. I didn't think it was going to be nearly as big as it was whenever we were on our call. And then I get in here and see like how much it grows and like how big these companies actually are behind a computer screen. And it's quite insane to me.
Yeah, not a lot of people know about it, bro. I mean, I always like to hear, there's a lot of people out there that genuinely just don't believe this. Like they don't think this is real. Like they think it's a scam, you know, like they actually just think it's a scam. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't think it's a scam at all. I definitely think there's probably some people out there that try and sell you a course on high ticket sales that are a scam, but I don't think the industry, there's nothing in this industry that's a scam that I've seen so far.
Yeah.
Everybody's always going to say something's a scam. I mean, even in this industry, you're a closer. They're just too good to be true. I get that every single day. It's like, well, do you want to change your life or not?
Yeah. People just, what I meant is like, people don't think that these online businesses are actually like businesses. Like they don't think it's real. Like they think it's just like I don't know, a fairy tale or something. I don't know. It's confusing to me.
That's what I didn't know though. I also thought that I didn't know that these online businesses could be this big. Like the offer I'm on now is completely online. They don't have a headquarters, nothing. And it is like $300,000 in ad spend a month, millions and millions of dollars in revenue each month. Huge team for an online company. So, I mean, it's ridiculous to me. I didn't think it could be that big, but sure enough.
Had you thought about getting into something online before, like hopping on with me?
Yeah, that was actually, I mean, I vividly remember like on our first call, like when me and you got on the call to get started with you, I told you that I was always wanting to do something online. That was always my goal. It was to work and get by until I found the right play to kind of take me to the next level with whatever it was. But it was the next goal, the next vision was online, whether it was trading, e-commerce, whatever the case was going to be. I wanted to learn to do something online to where I have I can sit here. Yeah, I work a lot. I like money. I'm going to make as much money as I possibly can if I don't have anything else to do. But now I literally sit here. I can do whatever I want and I make more money than I was making before.
Yeah.
So,
I think we had this conversation actually, now that I remember. Actually, you had the idea of doing something online for a long time. Like, what do you feel like? Why did it take you so long to do it?
just procrastination. And I'm not good with computers. I didn't want to learn how to use a computer, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a pretty stupid thing, but yeah, no, I just.
Well, also below that, right? I mean, because it's almost like what you do on closing calls, right? But below that, I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong. Do you feel like it was just like uncertainty that if you maybe even put the effort to take the time to learn or try and learn computer stuff, that it just wouldn't work, or like you would just waste your time? Or
probably the wasting my time aspect of it, because I'm like a very high stressed guy. So I think anything that would add to what I was doing at the time before seeing any kind of results would have like altered it, and I probably would have quit a little bit quicker. But that's what I liked about joining with you specifically, because I knew that I wasn't like, it was, you made it very clear, like, I'm not going to do it for you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to help you, but you're not going to do it for me. So it was like I think people have a fairy tale as soon as they open up a computer and they think they're going to do something, they're going to make money in their first 2 weeks. And that's kind of how my mindset was getting into online. And then, I got in with you and we started talking on the phone, or we started getting on the meetings with everybody and going through stuff and actually training. And I was like, okay, learning more about the industry. And then when I got on the first offer, even I remember my first paycheck was $236 because I joined the offer the day before the payday was, and I made like $236, and I got paid, and it was the first money I ever made online. And then since then I've been completely, even even though that offer wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
I've been hooked ever since. It was $236, but it was like I made that from my computer.
Yeah, I always forget about that, like, because I've just been doing it for so long. I forget about the feeling of that when you very first make money online, like, you know.
Good feeling.
You know, eventually though, it just becomes like a normal thing, you know. But anything like, because we could just wrap it up here in a second, but do you have anything that you would say to someone that, you know, is like you, right? Like the guy coming in, you know, there's a lot of people out there that are just uncertain about things online and all that stuff. Like, do you have anything you would say to them just coming from your experience?
Don't let fear drive you away from it, because that's what I've always done with just about everything. Anytime you have any kind of fear going into something, I've now told myself that's what I need to do. Like, if it scares me, that's probably the best thing for me. That's the hardest thing in my opinion. It's kind of like, that's what I've started living by. If something is scary, if it's a risk, you need to take it. And it's like, it may suck, you may lose, but it's better than not trying at all.
Yeah.
I did that and I'm in a good spot now. So
yeah, bro. Exactly, dude. I mean, you never grow doing things that are comfortable. It's I don't think anyone's ever grown doing something that's they're used to, that you're not growing, right? Like you have to.
Most successful people in the world are the people that's been through the most shit or lost the most.
Exactly, bro. My little brother actually posted this yesterday in the community. Winners lose more than losers.
100%. Absolutely, I agree.
You know, I mean, straight up. I mean, fuck, I've lost a lot. I've lost like so much. Yeah, I don't even think about it anymore. Like to me, it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, that's what's crazy. It is true though, and you always have to do that. Like you always have to continue to be willing to lose. You know, you have to be willing to do it if you want to grow and you want to make a lot of money. But yeah, man. I mean, I appreciate you hopping on, and I look forward to seeing everything that you achieve here, bro, in the future.
Yeah, bro. I do want to just say thank you to you, because like this really has changed my life in a whole different way. It's making me see a whole different, like before I was working my ass off outside. Yeah, I made good money. Yeah, I still live a good lifestyle, but I wasn't nearly where I wanted to be. And I just didn't see it growing. I didn't see the bigger picture. It was like I was just going out and getting my bills paid every day. That's all I was doing. I was working to pay bills. Now I can literally, I haven't thought about money in 3 months. I can pay my Amex off in one go without even looking at the amount. And obviously like I'm not just high ticket sales making money, but it's been a blessing.